Hello, YouTube, and welcome once again to Michigan International Speedway and the site to race number 22 of the 2008 Coke Vanilla Cup Series season. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and joining me once again is Stephen Pollard III.
Hello, guys.
On the front row today, if you weren't watching qualifying, it was James Qualls and Henry Sanford, with Henry Sanford taking home the pole. Dylan Young and Zachary Fitzwater were the dual winners. They'll start in row 2. With Peter Onjak, Tristan Wilhoit, row 3, Johnny Gardner, Time Pollard, row 4, and Seth Cole and Sam Young in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
So it's definitely going to be an interesting race with pit strategy stuff. Last year, Zach the level one, so anything goes out the window. We have former winners of Jess, Sky Commons, Henry Sanford in the field, and Charles obviously missed the race. So with the field coming wide open and the pit strategy, I mean, it could be anybody's race here. Chase grid coming in. I forgot. I have to look into it.
How did you took a
Amy
picture of it
Shelley's
for
in
a
the
reason.
15 at Alex front row and Henry Williams. I believe both in backup cars are starting in the back. And the chase grid coming in, White is 122 points ahead of George. But if we have a new winner, it goes to 280-63 to Chris Wilson.
Be about 151. Is coming into this one, Mary Shelley continues to reign supreme atop the points with a 221 point advantage over Chris Wilson. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired.
Engines have been fired. Rest of the top 10 behind Wilson in points coming in. Max Anderson, who's the highest in points with a win. Henry Sanford, last week's winner and the pole sitter, up there in 4th. Jeffrey White, Mark George, Ryan George, Adam Flickinger, JT Bryant, and Tristan Wilhoit.
So, I got 2 picks to win. My first pick would be Fitzwater because he's been on fire. I don't think Henry is going to win. And since Zach DeLello won last year, I'm going to give a shout out to Rob Evans. Maybe he'll have a chance into this. He's been abysmal at best. That's putting it nicely this year. So maybe he'll have a shot. Who do you got, Charles? Uh-oh.
You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Mary Shelley to actually get the job done. She's been consistent all year long. Let's see her go ahead and get that first win of the season.
I believe she won her first career race in the series, so maybe she can do it here today too.
As we'll take a brief break and actually bring you... never mind, we won't. I was going to do something real quick, but anyway, it'll come up momentarily and we'll figure out who. As field gets ready to roll through turns 3 and 4. Rest of the drivers with a win that are top 30 in points coming in. Jonathan Zorline, Isaac Flickinger, William Duncan, Zach Rogers, Stephen Pollard III, Jessica Shelton, Tim Randolph, and, Ethan Keiderman, and Amy Shelley. For once, we actually didn't have to have Ethan Keiderman sub into the field despite DNQing, so.
Not by choice. No, I'm kidding.
It didn't make sense to have it. It didn't really need it this time.
Go Time Pollard.
As pace car is off, and we are green for the Fedex 400.
Oh man, Wilhoit jumped the start. That's gonna be black flag almost. It gives the 8 car in the bottom.
Yep, already 3 wide. A couple spots in the field is actually that going 3 wide didn't really help Wilhoit that much.
Dylan Young. Whoa, my God, set up the hill.
As 3 wide, about 3 or 4 rows deep, there's the top 2 actually get single file down the back. Fitzwater actually is now 3 wide with his teammate.
Yeah, we saw early laps get crazy. We've seen an early wreck in the dual 1, so we can see that here. We haven't had 42 cars on track all weekend, and it's showing everybody aggressive back here.
I don't know if the internet issues are now fixed or not, or if they've been now amplified.
4 wide.
Nearly 4 wide, as they're going to get back down to 3. Qualls got the wall going into turn number 1, though. You can see the damage on... Oh, boy. 4 wide in front of him, though.
And
Contact!
there we go.
Oh, they saved it! No, they didn't! Oh, God! Oh!
Oh, God. No caution. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, he's still sliding up! Oh, God, Seth. Somehow.
Oh, Zorline. How?
Ozcon also in it. Logan York. That was a heavy hit, though, for the 5.
Somebody get the jaws of light.
William Duncan also collected. I think we had a second wreck.
Oh my God. Well, Seth Cole is dead. Well, he's not dead, but he's almost dead.
That was a significant impact, though, early on in this one. You see the smoke. William Duncan already behind the wall. Henry Sanford leads us under the caution, and we'll go ahead and take you back to show you what happened in both incidents, because I think we've had 2 of them. Taking a look at what happened coming off turn number 2, we caught a little bit of it. They're 4 wide here.
Seth was wishing he's in the D&Q race.
And then Ozkan gets into it again. You see the wrecking back there. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But Seth takes a massive hit, over 200 miles an hour in that safer barrier.
This is Seth's first race in Thornton, and man, he wished he probably was an Amy Shelley.
And Ozkan sliding. Henry Williams gets a piece of it. You see the engine smoke there.
Oh, God. Oh,
and somehow no one else hits the 5, but obviously Seth's incident, the massive part of this. We'll also take a look now at what happened in the secondary wreck behind this.
Yeah, Seth was the season 3 winner, and a trip to the hospital. There we go for Seth.
As if it wasn't bad enough, we had the 83 in the first part of this. We also had the 84 in the second part.
Yeah, that's on the 84. He came down there and just didn't lift. He just
he really gets they wrecked another one. There's a third part of this.
They keep on wrecking. 18's gonna plow.
There's the 31, so that's where Duncan gets his damage.
They're all wrecking on the back. I don't know what the 18 hit, but the hood is already crunkled. Oh God!
Alexander Road takes a massive shot from the 31.
The 15 and oh God, 00 just like I'm out.
00 again as well, but Derek Hamill got turned back here.
And he got turned by Zorlo. Oh, man, well, at least it wasn't a Red Bull.
Well, I think we ran out of Red Bulls, though. That's the thing. Oh, he clips... does he clip the 66? Oh, he goes up
right
into
there.
the 88.
And then right there, there's... Wow, great
Isaac
job.
Flickinger gets a piece of that.
What I'm curious about, where's the 18 hit? He's going to hit him... No, his hood was crunkled, so I don't know what he hit. You can see the damage right there.
Oh.
Oh, right there. He hit Amy.
We just didn't see it.
I knew he hit something.
Well, no, he's going to hit the 70.
Yep. Amy Shelley. Can we get an onboard, please, of Amy? Oh, my God.
Unfortunately, that is not going to be one of our sponsored onboards for this race.
Well, I'm going to sponsor
myself. Holy crap.
Oh. Yeah, Amy drove through 4 wrecks. Time it's still off the pace.
Well, the problem is it wasn't one of our scheduled onboards before the race, and even still, it would have been on the 78, not the 96. So... we will take some onboards, and we'll take you back to pit stops and the green flag. Onboard, Adam Flickinger. Onboard, Henry Williams.
That is not what you want to see on your windshield.
And Henry Sanford would lead the field on to pit lane underneath this caution. It looks like no one is staying out here so far.
I see somebody back there maybe peeking out. I think it was the 87. Nope, they pitted.
I don't... Oh. Something about these camera angles doesn't feel the same. Right side tires going on the cars, so that's the difference to the other race of the weekend.
Yep, here comes the 08 there. Remember we saw Rob Evans yesterday.
Oh, here comes the 34. Sam Young's going to be first off pit lane. Henry Sanford second. That cut out a lot. Looks like Matthews third. Will Hoyt maybe fourth. Nearly contact between the 11:25 on pit exit and
looks like there's a wreck.
Kenny Moma was fifth. With that, let's go ahead and go back to the restart. Issues for the 29 under caution as Zachary Fitzwater brings the car down pit lane. Smoke erupting out of the Reese's Chevrolet.
I'm sorry, Fitzwater. Don't kill me.
As the commentator's jinx, whatever, I guess, occurred, if we want to call it that. and I think the field has just been given the one to go that we have. So a heartbreaker there, as out of the race after the last incident, Seth Cole, William Duncan, and Henry Williams. And it's a header for the 29 Reese Chevrolet. We'll get the green. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just said sorry, Fitz.
Oh. As we'll get the green flag on lap 7, now minus 4 drivers in this field. Sam Young with the fuel-only pit stop is all I can imagine there. Winning the race off pit lane. Henry Sanford, 2 tires in second. Kyle Matthews, 3rd. Tristan Wilhoit is 4th. Kenny Moma, 5th. Alger Baranowskis, Johnny Gardner, Pretty Shaw, Peter Onjek, and William Flickinger, top 10. Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, Max Anderson, Chris Wilson, Jeffrey White, Matt Duncan, Ryan George. Adam McDowell now gets promoted up to 18th. 19th is Mark George, and 20th is Raphael Leduc with a slight bit of door damage there. And I don't remember seeing him involved in any of the wrecks, so I'm pretty sure that was on pit lane.
You said Duncan retired, right?
Yeah. Accident, yeah, 41st. Why?
That's his first DNF of the season for Duncan.
That's wrong. That's second.
Oh. Well, my stat guy needs to get fixed as we're coming to the green flag.
You are the stat guy. What are you talking about? As the green flag is back out. As Kyle Matthews taking a peek already. Looks like it's going to be William Flickinger. No, Johnny Gardner, the highest running to make a move. Matthews does make the move, though, on Henry Sanford for second.
Yep, the 48 bridesmaid 5-time, yet to find the groom. So here they come, trying to pass the 7.
Yet to be the groom, you mean? I don't know. Or no, it's yet to be the bride. That's how that phrase goes.
Yeah, as we're 3
as Wilhoit now going to make the move on inside for second as well. Nearly contact between the 48 and 99, and there's someone coming to pit lane. It's the 19 Zach Rogers.
Issue. All right, here's the thing. How slow? Oh, 15 spinning.
15 and the 8 also pitting. We're hearing they didn't necessarily make the repairs that they wanted to underneath the caution, so they're back on pit lane.
Yep, here comes big race Wilhoit at Michigan, I guess. Try to be a big race here in Michigan.
I mean, Michigan ain't a big race unless you're a hometown guy, though.
Yeah.
As Wilhoit, though, going to try and take the fight to the 34 through 3 and 4.
Yeah, no drafting help. He's got Kenny Moma's helping.
He's got Moma there. It's somewhat. It's something.
If you talk about somebody who has a good shot, William Flickinger, back-to-back top 5 finishes, and that's pretty hard to do on this series.
Well, and looking for a spot inside the top 5, I think that's the battle for 5th. No, it's the battle for 6th.
Oh.
As Zach Rogers coming up on track now, trying to get back up to speed.
That's gonna. Oh boy.
I think he's fine. Yeah, they'll be able to negotiate him just fine without having to worry about a LePage situation.
Well, besides the aforementioned Zach Rogers, the 10 cars won every season besides last year, so they're trying to come up here.
Didn't we just establish a couple weeks ago that they haven't won since becoming the Evernham 10?
And the worst part is
which
doing
was
this
2006.
early night. Wow, that's really bad. Somebody else's issues.
No, that is the 15 coming off pit lane right now.
Oh my God, the 15 is so
Wilhoit
slow.
going to try and go for the race lead on Sam Young through 3 and 4.
Oh, the 15's gonna wreck half the field.
Oh my gosh, 15 is definitely off the pace.
Oh, where are you gonna go? Oh,
Wilhoit's going to go to the race lead. They're 3 wide now for second behind the 15.
77 tried. He tried to go underneath.
As the big loser on this one right now is Sam Young, still trying to find a way around the 15.
Oh man, William Flickinger trying to battle Pretty Shaw. Pretty Shaw's in the top 30, so she needs this one pretty bad.
She could use a win, yeah. Now Kenny Moma stuck behind.
Oh no.
Oh, they're almost 4 wide there. They're keeping it 3 wide for now. Shelton now on the far outside of this.
Gene Sanford, the heartbreak last week. Here she comes. Oh, 4 wide back there trying to miss this craziness.
No, there's still 3.
They're gonna make it. Nope, they're gonna say Kyle Matthews.
Oh no, Baranowski's around, goes the 11.
And that's
gonna be a yellow. So the caution flag flies yet again.
Oh,
And
wow,
this time,
flag, man.
winning the race back to the caution is going to be the 99. And Leduc is definitely
God.
off the pace. Wow.
Yeah,
An unfortunate
Stanford gets
break
third
there
back.
for Zach Rogers is going to be now a lap down in 35th. So Leduc was already a lap down. So I'm guessing Leduc must have pit.
Yeah, that's why we popped up.
00 was still on the lead lap. Okay. So Will Hoyt now leads us underneath the caution. We'll go back and show you what happened to bring out the caution for the second time today. Taking a look at what happened coming off turn number 2 yet again. You see the 4 wide. Baranowskis really doesn't give much room to the 42 there coming off turn 2. Amy Shelley does a good job avoiding this by going down to the bottom or go down below the apron.
Baranowskis, give me 1 second. I want to see something. I don't think she made this race last year.
She didn't attempt this race last year. I think.
Time in Michigan, the first time, the second time not going as well. Wait, what?
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, you can. Okay. With that said, we'll go ahead and go back to the restart here from Michigan. And yet again, drivers will pit underneath the caution. It looks like that might be the 15 that's staying out back there. It is, so ignore that one. As Tristan Wilhoit leads the lead lap cars down onto pit lane for the second time already today in just the first 15 laps.
Here we go. This is going to take out brief
Zach Rogers is on pit lane for some reason.
Yeah.
Didn't think he would have actually been allowed to pit with the leaders, but hey, it is what it is.
99 is going to get a windshield tear off to be Claritin. They can see clearly
looks like
again.
it's actually going to be just fuel only up and down the pit lane.
Oh!
Rogers and MoMA nearly colliding, and a little bit slower on the fuel for the 99. It's going to be William Flickinger winning the race off pit lane. Second for Henry Sanford. Sam Young was 4th. Wilhoit 3rd. And Chris Wilson 5th off pit lane.
Flickinger almost ran into MoMA, not Rogers.
Oh, no. MoMA almost ran into the 77 is what I meant to say. So with that said, Leduc and Rowe did not pit on the first lap. We'll have to wait and see if they pit on the second. Either way, we'll bring you back for the restart. Chris Wilson coming back to pit lane underneath the caution. So troubles for the Caterpillar Toyota for car 22 for Bill Davis Racing. Second in the points coming in. And as he comes in, they're going underneath the hood on that Caterpillar Toyota. We'll have to wait and see if they can get that car back out there. But not a good way for Chris Wilson to have his day go. Let's go back to the restart. Field has been given the 1 to go. No cars out of the race after that last incident. Rafael Leduc is on the tail end of the lead lap right now. William Flickinger, Henry Sanford, Sam Young, Tristan Wilhoit, Mary Shelley, Pretty Shaw, Gene Sanford, Matt Duncan, Time Pollard, and Adam Flickinger, the top 10. Jessica Shelton, Johnny Gardner, Mark George, JT Bryant, Peter Onjak, Jeffrey White, Kyle Matthews, Rob Evans, Chris Olivier, and Amy Shelley in the 96 this weekend. Trying to help out Brett MoMA in the D&Q title as well in the 20th spot in the 96.
Yep. The restart with the 1545 are going to be, oh, man.
Chris Wilson back on track, still on the lead lap in the 22. But obviously they're thinking, I think what they're saying is, or what we're hearing from pit lane is a plug wire. Either way, we're back to racing once again. And I'm not sure Rogers had to try and lay off a little bit there. William Flickinger definitely going to get caught behind these guys.
15 is so off the pace.
So is the 8.
You're going to need some super clean for the 15.
I mean, the 8 ain't much better.
Seriously, this is going to be a wreck because of this.
3 wide, trying to get around the 15. They're still double wide, trying to get around the 8.
Now, let's see if the 34 pits. I think he might get a black flag for merge.
He can't pit from there. So if he does have a black flag, I'm sure NRSL officials will understand that.
Whoa, what a dart.
Meanwhile,
down the inside. Oh,
William Flickinger was able to get back to the race lead there. Oh, troubles for the 24.
That's a caution. Has to be a caution.
Dylan Young is coasting on the apron.
What is this? The engine failure 500?
No caution yet for the 24.
That was a big blow up.
Well, assuming it's a blow up.
Could be a little issue they get
We
back on
don't
track.
have word yet, as William Flickinger trying to check out on the field right now. He didn't even have a top 5 finish in the series before this season. He's now got
Hell,
2 in a row.
He didn't have a top. Yeah, he didn't have a top 5 2 races ago.
As they're still trying to. Oh my
Dylan Young
gosh,
is still
Dylan
on the
Young.
apron. Get off the track.
Don't get on the track.
I said get off. How is it not a caution? What are we, the 70s?
As the 15's still there. As long as he's on the apron, I think we're good to stay green. As long as those 4 tires stay below the below that yellow line. I almost said double yellow for whatever reason. Jessica Shelton through everything is up to 3rd now. Henry Sanford back to 2nd. Here comes Mary Shelley up to 4th. They're 4 wide around the 45 now.
I didn't know the 61 car was in this race.
Oh
my
God.
God.
24 is getting scarier every time around.
No.
Oh,
my
don't
God,
do that!
What's going on, Charles? What is going on?
They've finally gotten that mess taken care of. As Henry Sanford's now going for the race's lead. Zach Rogers way up the track in the 19 car.
Dylan Young has been asked to go to the Coke Vanilla Hour.
As Gene Sanford trying to get up there get up into this battle.
3 wide.
Our two of our 2 former champions in the field, Mark George, Mary Shelley going at it right there. 3 wide for the top spot. Shades of the Bush series, or Shades of Bush, the Hooter series yesterday.
Yeah, Jess hasn't won since Bristol. Henry won last week, and Williams never won. So, Mary Shelley's up here.
And now all 3 of them battling for a race win, possibly here at Michigan. Jess, obviously former winner at the track, now goes to the top spot. Here comes Zorline.
Anderson up here. What is this? This is not a road course.
As they're 3 wide now for 2nd behind the 21.
See the Avis Dodge. They need this win to get in the chase badly. Just checks up the 87.
Well, Zorline could use it as well. It would guarantee him a spot.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, we don't know if 1 win is going to actually be enough.
Yeah, that's very true at this rate. And 88 just drives.
Here comes Zorline to the race lead. Power move on both the 21 and 87 through 3 and 4.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal move there. Mark George, the champion last year, trying to pass Henry.
Yep, 66. Our defending champion, Mark George, looking for 5th.
Gardner hasn't crashed on an engine failure back there. He's still 11th, I think.
I mean, don't jinx it.
Well, it's happened 6 times.
Ryan George, the 49 car, actually showing there is some muscle behind the Petty Enterprises Dodges today.
What, are they running the Season 4 car?
Apparently.
Well, the 49 won here last year, remember? So they might be running that car they did run last year.
Wow,
look at George. Man, he just
what a move, though, through 3 and 4.
He just dart in the bottom and start past the cars.
Clearly, that bottom line's where you want to be through 3 and 4, as the top 3 are gone almost.
Well, until they hit the 15 car.
As Ryan George now taking the fight to Mark George.
No relation.
No relation, yeah. Gene Sanford taking a peek on the 08 car just out of the screen.
Yeah, Ryan's had a decent season. I mean, he's up there in the top 10, but with the winning in, you got to get a win. That's what.
And right now, he's on the outside looking in of the chase, despite being 7th in points coming in. Yeah, now looking to try and take the fight to the 7.
Yeah, if they win this race in the Petty car, I know what team they're running for in the chase.
Henry Sanford now trying to take the fight to the 77. This is the battle for 4th.
Yeah, Henry's trying to get, his 6th career win and his first at a super speedway.
As Anderson starting to close in on the race lead, and they have ditched the 21 actually. It's a full 2nd back to 3rd. George going to the outside of the 7 to try and get the move done. Not able to. Going to try and instead settle for the 77.
Pretty positive Zorline's going for his 3rd career win here today.
Here comes Mark George as those 2 battling in front of him actually help punch a big hole in the air for him.
They might be catching lap traffic soon. Well, that would not surprise me either.
Wow,
44's off the pace.
44's off the pace. Not exactly sure why. Then we'd have the 80 or the 8, the 15, and the 00. So
yeah, not too bad. 87. Wow, they have checked out Like you
Anderson
said.
has caught the 88, and they are a full 2 seconds ahead of third place right now.
Yeah, almost 210 to the corners, like real NASCAR should be.
As now 2.5 seconds back, Dylan Young returning to the race. Now he is now 9 laps down as the leaders have just passed him. So,
Park the 24, please.
well, we'll have to wait. I mean, he gets a chance to get the car back up to speed at least. Not quite sure what happened there to cause him to be that far off the pace.
Yeah, and I don't know how fast he's going to be off pit road.
I think off pit lane's a probably poor judge of character there. Kyle Matthews with damage to the 48, apparently.
Yeah.
Must have been from pit lane.
Yeah, I didn't see that during
That's
that.
the only explanation we've got for the 44 is that he must have hit someone on pit lane. Meanwhile,
87.
battle for the race lead. Here comes Max Anderson.
Wow. Oh, yeah,
3 seconds clear of the 21. That's got to be tires. This has got to be tires. Some of these guys took tires or something.
Yeah, 4 versus 2 right there. But, man, the good battle for the lead is they're catching the lap traffic.
As Max Anderson's going to clear the 88 off of turn number 4. Meanwhile, Ryan George going for third on the 21.
You got to be right, because some of these guys took 4, and Ryan George was outside the top 15 on the restart, so.
Well, and we know some of them took fuel only on the most recent pit stop.
Just
Shelton now trying to actually do the overcut, or the, not the overcut. I know what I was going for. The switchback didn't quite work. Now that's going to open the door maybe for the 7 here of Henry Sanford.
Yeah, we only got 20 laps to go. Henry driving to the bottom of the track.
Well, we've got 21 to go. Mark George to the outside of the 7. Going to try and make that move work. Not going to.
Yep, there goes William. Oh, it's 70 almost in the fence back there.
William Flickinger, yep, going for 6th now. Trying to get back into the top 5. What a story that would be for William Flickinger to get a third straight top 5 finish. They were Williams 33rd in points coming into this.
Yeah, if he can get it in the imagine he goes from the D&Q champion to the champion, that would be the best storyline in history.
As the top 2 actually have already
somebody
cleared the 44 and 22.
Yeah, somebody just hit pit road.
Not that we can tell. As Zorline now with the crossover, or trying to go back underneath the 87 for the race lead.
Yeah, where does the lap traffic come into play too?
Well, they'll catch Ozcon within the next about lap or 2. Meanwhile, these two are battling as Ryan George starts to catch them. Ryan George not really catching them all that well either. Although he'll get a draft on this lap.
And
He's going to get by
boy.
the 44 just fine, as well as the 22. So, I don't know. He might actually close in the gap a little bit this lap. As Mark George is on the apron, he's coming to pit lane. As is Mary Shelley, Algebra Baranowskis as well.
Green flag pit stops.
Time Pollard's on pit lane. So is Pretty Shaw, Rob Evans, Kenny Moma, Amy Shelley, Peter Onjak, James Qualls, JT Bryant, and Raphael Leduc. Looks like also the 15 just coming off of pit lane.
That's probably who I saw pitted right there. 88's going to hit this lap probably.
We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't look like either of them is going to pit this time around.
Yeah,
Instead, Samet Ozkan will pit. Ryan George stays out. Shelton will pit. So she's the first of the leaders. Henry Sanford, Adam McDowell, William Flickinger, Adam Flickinger, Gardner, Will Hoyt, Matt Duncan, Zach Rogers, Jeffrey White, Sam Young, Chris Louvier are pitting that time around, as well as the 00 of Derek Hamill. And we're still waiting on the race leaders to pick because there's no way they can make it the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, if they do, I'll faint.
If they do, I will say major props to them, basically. As Ryan George also staying out again.
Isaac Flickinger Dixon.
Gene Sanford will pit. I think that's going to be about the only one. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark George is the next. Baranowskis, how about good recovery by Baranowskis?
Stephen Paul III trying to catch the 01 on, I think this is lap fresher tires basically for the 84.
Yeah, the 11 car, great rebound by them. Remember, they went spinning in the turn 2 20 laps ago. Here they come finally.
And Max Anderson, Jonathan Zorline going to pit this time around. We would expect Ryan George to do the same. He will. Isaac Flickinger, though, will stay out, try and find a yellow. Matt Dixon pits, so too does Chris Wilson.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure I agree with this strategy for the 2. I mean, if they get a yellow, it's golden.
I mean, if you take 2 tires, you can get a good
Oh, gosh. Them on fresh tires compared to the 24 and the 8. Oh, my.
And Jess is the unfortunate person.
Well, she's going to kind of help move the 24 out of the way there.
Oh.
As Isaac Flickinger, the strategy's not going to work out for him. He's going to pit this time around.
I'm just saying, Baranowski's went spinning off turn 2, and they're almost up to take the lead now. Dixon,
Matt Dixon, an extended stay on pit lane.
Yeah, that's a toe.
One would think.
So
still trying to see how this is going to play out now.
There's Rob Evans, the aforementioned guy I talked about.
Well, and Evans is actually on this lead lap fight, it looks like.
I don't know who the leader is.
Looks like it's going to be Zorline. Maybe. JT Bryant's got he's got the worn tires basically. Anderson's just off pit lane. And indeed, Jonathan Zorline now to the race lead. He was second on scoring, and I saw the 2 coming off pit lane. Anderson is going to be second. Looks like Alger Baranowski is going to be third through all this. Mark George is fourth. Ryan George is fifth. Shelton is sixth. And looks like she's going to be able to try and grab fifth away from the 49. Yeah, so turnaround is fair play here on the fresh tires. Yeah. Mary Shelley's also going to grab that spot away. As there it is. There's the confirmation. 88, 87, 11, 66, 21. 08 is 6th, 49 is 7th, Time Pollard is in 8th, Henry Sanford 9th, Pretty Shaw is battling Rob Evans for 10th, Adam Flickinger is 12th, Stephen Pollard 3rd is 13th, Isaac Flickinger is back in 14th, still trying to get temperature in his tires, Logan York is now 14th to his 15th, Amy Shelley's 16th, Matt Duncan's up to 17th, Gardner is 18th, Gene Sanford is 19th, Will Hoyt is 20th, with Kenny Moma is 21st. James Qualls is now 22nd, it looks like. William Flickinger's 23rd. Ouch. That's a heartbreaker for Matt Dixon. Jeffrey White is 24th. Louvier's 25th. 26th to Sam Young. 27th is Peter Onjek. 28th is Kyle Matthews. 29th is Derek Hamill. And those are the lead lap cars as JT Bryant now trying to get his lap back from the 88.
2 acknowledgments in the top 10 right now. That is Baranowski's best career finish if she can stay there. Time Paul does not have a top 10 this year.
Jessica Shelton now has gone 4th away as my game is wanting to die. She got 4th away from the 66, I want to say.
Yep. It's going to be interesting here.
Mary Shelley now to 5th. That's going to allow Mark George to now try and get the crossover here on the 08 into turn 3.
Yeah, if the 11 car could do something, they're 30th in points. That would be a huge win on the...
well, the real question is, are they catching them? 36.360. Is anyone...
Yes.
No. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, never mind. 35. Whoops.
Well, they got more cars. There are equal
35.6 to the 36.3.
And look at this mess the 88's about to catch up there.
Well, somewhat. I mean, the only good thing for the 88 is now Zorline has the 42 to kind of go off of and get a draft off of, you would think.
Yeah, they're actually about to catch Anderson. There's only 1.6 about. It's actually they're going to be.
They're closing. In fact, actually, Shelton can get the draft off the 87 now.
Yeah, that advantage is gone.
35.6, 36.8, 36.2.
Yeah, that advantage is white.
As Shelton now catching the 87.
High rate of speed, too.
What's weird about this is did Anderson go for fuel only maybe?
No, the tires are equaled out, so they're not going to have
But
the
here's
advantage.
the thing, Anderson pit later. if you assume that everyone took tires, the 87 would be on fresher tires right now. I think the 87 and the 88 gambled with fuel only on their pit stop.
Yeah, it's clearly not going to work out.
35-9 to a 36-3. Shelton trying to become a two-time winner at Michigan.
Top 8 here. How about, Time Pollard's not going to make the driver's chase, but man, if that 83
Henry
can make the
Sanford
owners,
up
that'd be
to
good.
third, trying to look for back-to-back wins. Mary Shelley looking for her first win since Richmond 2006.
Yeah, that's been a long losing streak for Mary. She has just wants to get that win. They're catching the 88, and especially with that big traffic he's got.
As Henry Sanford now going to make the move on the 21.
Henry trying to go for back-to-back.
3.1 the gap as Sanford now goes to second.
It's been a while since we've had a back-to-back winner.
They were still 7/10 clear of the 88.
They're going to get him, and they're going to catch him.
As JT now laps the 44 and 22.
Yeah, especially if they go side by side like this.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Shelley now trying to take the fight to the 21.
Yeah, Anderson is
Time
just
Pollard
lost.
nearly washed up into the 66.
Anderson has just lost contact with his pack.
Yeah, it's got to be fuel only for them. That's got to be what they tried.
Oh,
2.3 is the gap as Zorline had to take the lap cars 3 wide.
Yeah, they're going to get there because they got even more lap traffic and it's sold out. 44 is crossing over.
He tried it. 36.6. Even despite the pass for second, Sanford ran a 35.8.
Can they still make it on fuel is the crazy thing.
Well, I think the fuel is no issue. The question's going to be how well do they get around these 2 lap cars?
Not very good by the looks of this right here.
Well, they're going to catch them on the front straightaway. That's going to be the benefit to them. Although I say that, Shelton had to take a little bit of abrasive action there on the 44.
Well, the 7 car did the best. The 7's just
7
so
is
much
now
better.
under 1.5 seconds away from the race lead.
But the thing is, the dynamic duo up there, the DEI, is going to help these guys out.
Well, now Sanford's lost all of his help from behind.
Yeah, but they'll eat him alive. And actually, 7's catching him on his own.
Time Pollard is looking for his first top 10 since season 1. Granted, he hasn't run the series since season 1. And the gap is under 3/10.
Henry Sanford, man, going for back-to-back. What is this? Oh, God, there he goes.
And there's the move. Henry Sanford looking for the race lead on Zorline.
But did he make his move too early? Because Mary and Jess are going to be back there.
Here comes the 21 and the 08 into the picture. They're catching the 15 as well into turn 3.
Where does the 15 go? Because this is going to help the 88 out. Maybe.
Zorline up the track, cannot hold the bottom with those old tires. Here comes Shelton into second.
We have a tire limit or something? 15's going to be no problem. 00 might take out the 7.
I think that's going to be no issue.
Oh, my God.
Now Shelton having to get around the 15. 4 laps to go for Henry Sanford. It's half a second between him and the 21.
Yeah, they're going to clear him easily. Time's going to go to the bottom. 88 is screwed.
Yep. Zorline just hanging on for dear life. The 87's not even in the top 10.
Yeah, they just ran out of tires. Time Pollard.
Here comes the 83.
Oh, Time Pollard, oh my God, what the hell?
As they're now with just 3 laps to go, it's 7/10 of a second.
This is crazy with 3 to go. Anybody can win this right here.
And now they're catching the 24.
Dylan Young is going to be
Dylan Young is 9 laps down in this one.
And just passed the car 4 laps
I'm not
ago.
quite sure what's going on with the 70 because that seems like more than a tow at this point.
Now, last week we thought Gene had enough fuel to make it. Does Henry have enough fuel?
Well, the 24 will get out of the way easily enough. The next lap car for the 7 is going to be the 8 of Samet Ozkan. Shelton's not going to have any issues with Young. The gap this time around.
The 8's a bad lap car. Yeah,
it's just 6/10 of a second as the 7 had to navigate the 8 a little bit awkwardly. Shelton clears the 8 with no issues.
Jess threw it in there, man. She wants to win.
Does Jess have anything for the 7 with 1.5 laps to go here at Michigan?
Oh, man. Does the 7 have enough fuel? Yep, he's not going to...
Fuel's not going to be an issue. Mary Shelley clears the 8 as well. The next lap car, if they were to catch him, would be the 42, but they're not really catching him. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Henry Sanford.
Well,
the gap stays constant.
Wow, Henry Sanford, man. Henry's actually a former winner here at Michigan, I believe.
He wasn't according to the list you gave me.
Was I wrong? Hold on, let me see.
As Jess trying to close in down the back, but I think
Yes.
she's just going to run out of time.
Henry won the season 1 fall Michigan race, the last ever one. Well, actually, we keep doing this, and he's gonna come back 5 seasons later
You
and
sure
back
that
to
was?
back.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I'm
that was
positive.
24. I don't know. Unless both Sanfords won it. Either way, coming off turn number 4, Henry Sanford wins the FedEx 400. His second win of the season.
Second win in a row. How about that?
And you know what's going to be funny about that? Or a little bit bad for me? Henry Sanford's going to take over the top spot on the chase grid.
Rigged.
As it was a margin of 4/10 at the end for Shelton, a much needed.
How about Time Pollard, his first top 5 in 6 seasons?
I think we could look that up. I now know the stat wasn't since the 500. That would have been funny.
It was third, yeah. Baranowskis ties her best Griffin. How about Rob Evans? Top 10, first time since the Daytona 500. First top 20 since the Daytona 500.
As the top 10 today, Henry Sanford, Jessica Shelton, Mary Shelley, Alger Baranowskis, Time Pollard, Jonathan Zorline, Mark George, Adam Flickinger, Tristan Wilhoit, Rob Evans. Ignore the retired there for Baranowskis because that was because of JT Bryant. Either way, Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Man, it was definitely an interesting race, and correction on
Anderson
Henry.
back to 19th by the end of this. That
Henry
did
won the
not
pole.
work.
Henry won the pole in season 1. I looked at the wrong thing.
Okay,
Good
I was
job.
like, I'm pretty sure you sent the list and I didn't remember. I didn't remember Henry.
You know what's worse about that? That was Robert Pollard's first career win, and I jinxed that up.
That's a fail on 2 regards.
That is a major fail. Yeah, Jessica Shelton second. That's Jess's best run since her Bristol win, actually. Mary Shelley, man, just got so close. Baranowski's best career finish. Time Pollard. Oh, thank God Charles hates Carterman. Zorline is in 6th. Mark George 7th. Let's see who else.
Wow.
Matt Duncan. Wow, good run for Matt Duncan. We haven't seen Duncan too far up.
I mean, to be fair,
Gardner-
even with not having him sub in, I'm pretty sure with how Amy and Sam Young did that, neither one of them's gonna catch him. Today.
Amy Shelley 16th. That's a great run for that 96 team. William Flinginger, hard break right there. We'll look at a little at the bottom. 48 still doesn't win in the series. Henry Williams. Seth Cole is in the hospital, sure thing. Dylan Young will maybe he's going to get a strict target to by Charles. But
And
Dylan owns
for
the
whatever
series.
reason, apparently the 70s pit stall was somewhat glitched. I don't know exactly what happened.
Well, poor Matt Dixon. So with that, next weekend we're going from a tamed racetrack to about somewhere in Germany for a dirt track that's going to be crazy with CLT cars, Wenzel Arena. That's going to shake the chase grid up, and will Henry become the first ever driver to win 3 races in a row? We'll see that. I think Derrickson might have did it, but I'm not really positive.
I'm pretty sure the max has been 2. I don't recall seeing someone win 3 in a row.
Well, we've seen Steve Pollard and Amy Shelley and Jeff James, the former winners, so we have 2 winners in there. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Max Anderson finished 2nd there last year, so we could see a first-time winner. We could see somebody flipped. I mean, Gardner flipped on lap 1 last year. So, oh, man, we got 4 races to the chase. Nobody got knocked out thanks to Henry. So what are your final thoughts, Charles? You think this is a good race?
I thought it was, for how we started, I thought it was definitely good. Either way, congrats to Henry Sanford on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching once again. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. If you didn't like the fact that one of my drivers won, you can leave a dislike on the video. It won't hurt me too much. Leave a comment down below, obviously, if you weren't watching the premiere chat, just to help show me that you guys were actually watching the race. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan 291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Sorry, Fitzwater.